Have River Plate unearthed the next elite attacking midfield wonderkid? Just who is the player that is already being touted as the next Pablo Aimar? His name is Tobias Goytia, and he is a product of the world famous River Plate Youth Academy. At just 15 years old, Goytia is already putting in head-turning performances as part of River's youth teams. In 2024, he would be an integral part of River's under-15 squad that participated in the Junior World Cup in Antalya. At the tournament, River would go unbeaten in 6 games and Goytia would score in the final. His current ability is impressive considering his age and the fact that he is playing above his current age group. He is a versatile attacker with quick feet and an eye for a goal. 2 other standout traits are his flair and his pace. His potential is sky high, with River's Academy having the potential to turn him into an elite wonderkid. Goytia's style of play already looks like he could soon be exported to Europe, which has drawn the comparisons to Pablo Aimar. Yet to feature in the first team, that breakthrough is essential to happen soon if he is indeed set to go on and become an elite wonderkid. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Tobias Goytia in the comments section down below. Will he go on to become the next Pablo Aimar and be exported to Europe, or will he simply become another wonderkid that never truly reaches their full potential? Today's video is brought to you in association with Passion4FM. Passion4FM is the #1 football manager blog dedicated to enhancing your football manager experience. On the website, you will find guides, tactics, shortlists, graphical and database updates, alongside in-depth articles about the world's best football manager simulation game. For this video, I've downloaded the Passion4FM Nextgen Wonderkid database. This database is the #1 resource for adding new real-world wonderkids to your brand new save games. Download it from the description and enhance your save games now. In today's video, I'm going to let Football Manager predict the future. Starting in 2024, I'm going to run a simulation that will look at the next 15 years of Tobias Goytia's career. Let me know in the comments section down below how you think this one is going to work out. Does Tobias Goytia really have the potential ability to go on and be the next Pablo Aimar, or will he simply become another Argentinian wonderkid that fails to live up to the hype? Whilst you're down in the comments section, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and check out the rest of the Wonderkid series. In the Nextgen database and the beginning of this simulation, Tobias Goytia will start the game with a great core of attributes for an attacking midfielder who is just 15 years old. Now bear in mind, these are only estimated attributes. If you load up your game and he doesn't look exactly like he does on screen, that is because these attributes can vary save to save. And if he doesn't look like a wonderkid at all, do not worry about that either. I'm pretty sure once he gets that first team experience and begins to develop, he will turn into the wonderkid that you are craving. Now, at the start of this simulation, you can see he has 3 separate core groups of attributes, and he has some standouts in 2 of them. Looking at the technicals, there is a lot of work to do there. That is by far the weakest of the 3 categories. But in the middle, for the mentals, he scores well for aggression, decisions, determination, flair and teamwork. And in the physicals, it's acceleration, natural fitness and pace. So he has a good starting block to build upon. The key question here is how much first team exposure is he going to get? How quickly will it come? And can he turn himself into an elite wonderkid? At the 5-year stage, Tobias Goytia is now 20 years old, and we can see he's still at River Plate. He has managed to work his way from the youth teams into the first team, where he has now played 27 first team games, and he has scored 3 goals. Looking back at the attributes, there is clear progression everywhere. Starting off in the technicals, where he previously didn't have any standout attributes, they are now crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. In the mentals, aggression, anticipation, composure, decisions, determination, flair, leadership, teamwork, vision and work rate. And in the physicals, it's his acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace and stamina. So he's taking big steps forward in his career, still at the age of 20, only played 27 first team games, but you can see the clear progression in the player. The next question is how much more development is to come in the 5 to 10 year range. After 10 years of Tobias Goytia's career, he is now 25 years old, and we can see that he plays his club football for Empoli in Italy. Now, he didn't go straight from River to Empoli. He would actually make an £8.75 million move to Manchester City, where unfortunately across 4 seasons, he would only make one single first team appearance. Unfortunately for him, he could not crack that first team, and they would allow him to leave once his contract expires, and that means he has now moved to Empoli, where he has played his first season. For Empoli, he has played 40 games and scored 3 goals. He would have that one single Manchester City appearance, and he has played for River Plate 32 times. So that means that after 10 years of footballing career, he has only played 73 first team games and scored 6 goals. That, though, hasn't stopped his development. You can see that there is still clear progression despite him being held back in terms of first team football. Looking at the technicals, crossing, dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing and technique are all developing. In the mentals, it's a standout now of decision, scoring 16, but he scores highly for determination, flair, leadership, vision and aggression. In the physicals, the 2 standouts are acceleration and agility, but he also scores well for natural fitness and pace. Maybe that move to Manchester City was a step too far for him at that stage of his career. Now at the age of 25, moving on to the next 5 years of his career, playing for a team like Empoli, who knows, if he can continue to be in their first team, maybe he could get another move to a bigger club soon, or Empoli might just be able to get the development out of him that we are looking for. After 15 years, Tobias' career is now 30 years old, and he did indeed get that big move from Empoli to another club. Strangely, he went on to choose Manchester City's neighbours, Manchester United, and he would join them in a £7 million move after spending just a single season at Empoli. That means that after 15 years of his career, he would crack Manchester United's first team, playing 135 times, scoring 20 goals. He'd make 40 appearances for Empoli, scoring 3 goals, a single appearance for Manchester City, and he played 32 times for River Plate, scoring 3 goals. That gives him career totals of 208 games and 26 goals. In terms of the development, you can see there is clear progression still between the 10 and 15 year mark. Looking in the technicals, the 2 standouts are 16 scoring for crossing and technique. He scores highly in first touch and his passing. In the mentals, the 2 standouts, decision 17, flair of 16, but he scores 15 for determination, leadership, off the ball and vision. And in the physicals, it's acceleration, agility and pace that are the true standouts, but he scores well for balance, natural fitness and stamina. So across 15 years of his career, this is slightly disappointing for what we were expecting. I do believe that Manchester City and that move really held him back. Just imagine what would have happened if he would have broke into Manchester City's first team and got all of that first team experience he's got now in his career earlier on. I think there is plenty more development to come, and this is why I can't stress enough how important it is to sign these types of players early and really push them into your first team. You will be able to get so much more development out of the player by putting him in an environment that really excels that acceleration of development. I believe that this player could have gone on to do magical things. As it turns out, he has had a pretty good career. River Plate, Manchester City, Empoli and Manchester United means that he can still be categorised as a wonderkid, and where his media description is only an elite winger, I think there is plenty more to come from Tobias Goytia if you sign him and put him into your first team. Really get that extracted development out of him, because I think this is just the surface of what the player can achieve. And obviously, at the age of 30, there may still be more development to come. Some of these players may turn into late bloomers, but I do think that Tobias Goytia probably should have done better throughout his career than what the game and the simulation has thrown up. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think that Tobias Goytia has developed really well? Do you think playing for Manchester United is a big achievement considering the lack of first team football in the initial phases of his career? Do you think if you was to sign him, you could get more development out of him? Let me know in the comments section down below. Whilst you're there, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the Wonderkids series. And if you want the database to get real life Wonderkids such as Tobias Goytia into your save game, you're going to need the Passion4FM Nextgen database. Grab that from the description down below. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it up there. A big thank you for your time and your attention today. I hope to see you on another video very soon.